Namaste! Namaste, big cat! Welcome, or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Big cat, guess what? Come in, I've got intel. The Karmic is attempting mind control from the mudhut, no less. Laugh with me. They really are. Trying this and that to throw you off your gangster, or maybe to reel you back in for one more round, Julie, with your edges, your hairline, blood. I've told you, it's very important to have a hairline. What are you going to stick your wet toe? No, I'm joking. Yes, baby, we're going to talk, but you know, if I don't have my spectacles of truth, I can't see it for you, and I don't see what you're saying, figuratively and literally, blood. Hey! Let's see if I can fit them under my hairband, right? Let's bring the music down a tad so we can see and hear what's going on. Well, me can see and you can hear what's going on with planetary energies, because you know I come with me notes. The birds are singing outside today, darling dears, and it's bloody cold. A full-on 9. We've got a 9 in the UK. Didn't know whether to put on a fur coat, a two-piece bathing suit, Wellingtons. I've got my umbrella and everything else prepared. All of the above is being chucked at us over here. We're confused, blood. We're the person. Who's got control of the harp? Please, sort it out for us. Right. Yes, baby, my notes. The Cancer moon opposes, and opposition is a chance for you to what? Raise your awareness, right? To issues, blood. I told you they're trying to mind control you from the mudhut. The Cancer moon opposes Pluto today, darling dears. Yes, Pluto of all things. Pluto that likes to come with the fucking ease, blood. Yes, baby. It comes with what? The imagination. It also has the power of what? Transformation, as well as power, darling dears, which we all know. You got it in spades. You can all be easily manipulated today, darling dears. I know you're saying, what, Kate? Yes, baby. Especially if you haven't claimed dominion of yourself. Did you jettison into your spiritual bath yesterday and cut cords and have a lovely, fabulous, gorgeous day? Loving on thyself. Working on thyself. Don't be surprised if you act a bit what? Jealous, right? And overly sensitive today, darling dears. It's the energy of the Pluto with the Cancer moon. Cancer is about the emotions, the roots, the home. I told you they're trying to work it from the mudhut on your cranium, darling dears. Where else was I? This is also about you what? Assuming things and jumping to conclusions today, darling dears. You don't need to assume nothing. Your intuition is litty. You reached for it when you was in the DNS. Had to look over my shoulder because it's not creeping up on me. I've told you many times. I'm the red light, green light champion of 79, blood. Fist bump. Right. Where was I? You're likely to have a bit of a short fuse today as you what? Being manipulated from a mudhut, right? But be careful who you what? Pow on, darling dears. Because some pow-powings, people ain't going to take it, especially if they're another big cat. They're not going to take it and you'll never see them again. If you require intel to evolve your career, use the energy of today, darling dear, the Pluto energy, to transform, investigate what you've got going on, darling dear. I tell you many times, knowledge is power. And power is power. And I'll have nothing else said. You see, with Pluto, we're going to use the energy of Pluto today to be Inspector Clouseau Big Cat. Yes, baby, right? We're going to use our skills and powers of investigation to realize that, what? Somebody can't take you off their purchase from their mudhut, especially when they've got the karma, darling dear. That goes with the what? the bad luck, darling dear, and the bad credit. Everything we've said we're avoiding for the whole of forever. We're avoiding it, right? We're like, ooh, skeet, skeet, cat, cat. Skeet, skeet, cat, cat. As we avoid the fucking ease, blood. As you use your detective skills, right, and formulate all of this information today, darling dears, you will find a way to evolve out of a situation. Don't be controlled from someone's mud hut, especially when they're under the comments, darling dear. It's stupid and a waste of time. And if you're ruminating on those thoughts, use the energy of Pluto to sort the shit out. I told you. We're leading with what? A post-it note. We're only going by the highlights, darling dear. Especially when you're feeling as though certain thoughts are popping into your mind. Especially when you buried that what in the pet cemetery, darling dears. Those thoughts are outside of your cranium. And it's a test to see who is the fittest. You are not only a survivor, darling dears. You're a thriver. Yes, I know. Pinkies up. Right. We're about to go into the prayers, darling dears. Let's dive in. As I slide back up to the tableau. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. So beat mode, energies, up, as we do the what clue, so cat, darling dears, to see what's going on. We're going to lead with a rune as per. Oh, you've got a double, a duo, darling dears. You have Canas, which is represented by the World card, but you have to also remember when casting the runes, you read them from right to left. No, Wheel of Fortune, darling dear. This is what's wrong with them. Listen, the reason why they're trying to manipulate you, darling dear, is it's so obvious. You've improved. Manipulators hate when a big cat, right? It gets better than them and keeps improving. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, darling dears. Jera. This also speaks about a year of harvest. This also speaks about fate, destiny, and good luck. You're doing well, darling dears. Manipulators will always be overly jealous and trying ways to what scupper you or trying to one-up you. How can they one-up you when they're in the mud hut, blood, under the karmas? I don't know. Manipulators can't stand a winner, darling dears, and you keep winning. While they're sinning and looking daggers at you, darling, and mouth breathing all over what you've got going on. They're proper pressed, pumped, and perturbed. They're also trying to what? Mind control you because you moved on. They're trying to put thoughts into your mind to second guess. How can you second guess being effed over and disrespected till you had to do a Matthew 10:14 and dust off your sandals and head out? Tinky Winky styly because you left and got a bag. Many bags. You weren't supposed to be successful. You weren't supposed to be happy. You weren't supposed to understand you're fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely, and that you pee glitter, shit cupcakes, and fart rainbows. You weren't supposed to get on that. No. You were supposed to be like them, right at the bottom of the wheel. But Divine has a different plan. For the starseed light workers on this Malkuth, represented by the letter J, the numbers 40, 41, 42, and 43. It also speaks about your peace, happiness, abundance, right? And your earlier efforts being realized. We have Pluto, darling dear. The energy of transformation, not to scupper yourself in your cranium or to allow energies, right, to attack you. I've told you many times, big cat, claim dominion over yourself. Until you do, you are what? Fodder on the wind. Right? And a dartboard for fucking ease. You evolve, darling dear. My palm is itching me. Skrilla is afoot. More Skrilla for the big cat. Fist bump. As I was saying, darling dears, you also have Canas, represented by the letters K, I, and C. It does spell out kick in a kind of what? Urban kind of a way. Yes, it does. Right? Sorry, it's not the world card. It's the hermit, darling dear. Excusez-moi s'il vous plaît. I had a mind fart. I've got a lot of intel in my cranium. You got to forgive me, darling dears. Right? It's about you, what? The knowledge that you have, and it also speaks about you feeling inspired. You're about to get a revelation today, darling dears, as you tap into the Pluto energy. The Cancer moon is what? Managing your emotions. Managing your emotions, especially around your home and your home life. Don't allow what is outside of you to upset the peace and tranquility, right, that you won. You earned it, darling dears. You earned it. Somebody was living on false hope. Canas is represented by the letter K and the numbers 36, 37, 38, and 39. Someone who lacked creativity. But they are getting the knowledge of what exactly a big cat, who is what? Prototype, and an Ibex, a stripper cat, abundant cat. You're a smooth cat, darling dear. You know what direction to go in. The one that serves your highest good. My right palm is still itching me, darling. There's more Skrilla, blood. More Skrilla. I'm going to go with the Moonology cards today. I'm going to double it down with the Astrology deck. Let's warm up the deck. I haven't used this in a while. My fingers feel shaky and stiff. Shaky, stiff-fingered what? Mouth breather. Their fingers should be stiff as they're what? Trying to play detective on what you've got going on. Hillbilly investigations. Look, what? Looking at your potentials, darling dears. And it also speaks about an unhappy swing of events. We've got a throuple to look at this energy. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Libra is the scales of justice, darling dears. A season of resolutions. They're getting it up the Watusi, and it also speaks about a court situation going in your favor. It's in the upright, right? Bring love into a situation. Aquarius energy, darling dears. And it's a new moon in Aquarius. You all know what a new moon means, don't you? You don't? Well, I'll tell you, it's a new beginning for you, darling dear. Clean slate. A win-win outcome, right? Why? Because you believed in the impossible. I told you many times, big cat. We believe in magic, the magic of the universe. The magic of what? What you are seeking sought you. And it's a harvest moon, darling dear. A blue moon to boot. A thunder moon. Whatever you're doing is what? Going off in their minds. You are now a what? A thunder cat. Fist bump. Used to love watching that. Many moons ago. As I was saying, the new moon is the Aquarius. This is what is drawing my attention, darling dears. The Aquarius energy, that's the 11th house. And it's all about, the key word for you is your goals, your wishes, your wants, your organizations. This also speaks about your progressive ideas, is about to bring what? The scales of justice in your favor. Whatever you've been working on, darling dears, it was in the dark and you had to keep a sliver of light. That's the hope, right? The working into the late hours of the night, trying to hone your skills. This also speaks about the magic that you believed in, darling dear. You conceived, believed, and achieved. This is why they're mad. This is why they attempted mind control from the mudhut, eh? Let's see what the astrology deck says. Intel for the big cat. Baby. A grand cross. A full-on provoker. Yes, baby. Them ones it would lean. A grand cross occurs, right, when four of the big guns, the big planets, want to cross the same pathway, right, at the same time. They're a provoker, right? and a pretender to your throne, darling dear. They want to provoke you into some kind of foolishness, wicked actions, darling dears. What's this? Void of course moon. Missing in action, mate. They can't find you for a purchase. Yes, baby. Either they've been told or you was told. Second house. Owning. It's about the possessions that you have. Also, what? The claiming of dominion over yourself, darling dear. And that looks like a big skriller to me, darling dear. This also speaks about bossing out, darling dear. Somebody feels as though they're missing out on what you are creating for yourself. The second house, darling dear, is Taurus energy. Yes, I can see it all now. Whatever wealth you've bucked up on, darling dear, your talents, right, is what your past actions, right, have brought it about. Somebody doesn't even like your work ethic, what you've prioritized, because Taurus is about prioritizing. It also speaks about your income, darling dear. You've got accountants that you didn't even hire. Imagine that. They're doing it for free. And it's all on speculation. Ha ha! Good for them. And everything they what I forget, it's provoking them. To what palpitations, darling dear? Okay. Let's move these along quickly as we get to the real bottom of it. Where's the I haven't used the Oracle of the Witches Oracle deck for a while. Could have been someone you was in a union with, someone you knew long term, darling dear. Is this hand fasting still on the tableau? Can they still put that stanky finger on you? These questions you must ask yourself, because I can't be there when you cross the road. I can only give you what? The green cross code, fist bump. And what's that? Third eye on bitches and mitches. Eyes on everyone. At this point, darling dear, you've got to be what? Cravat emptor. What's that? Emptor? Cravat emptor? I told you, I'm not allowing the Latin for now, darling dears. It means what? Buyer beware. Yes, beware of buying bull swanky, right? And it choking out your quatty and putting you what? In an edgeless place, blood. Hey, hey! Remember that. We're talking about spring. We are in spring. So this is current energy, right? It's also the watchtower of the east. This is air energy. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This also speaks about inverted vision, somebody who was self-serving. And it also speaks about what? Getting a higher knowledge. They're going to find out something about you, darling dear, that your spring has now sprung. Yeah. And it also speaks about eastwardly direction. Somebody's living in the east. This also gives me a feeling of solitude. A lot of you are what? Single by choice, darling dears. They can't understand how you manage to what? Bend the matrix. This is why they're attempting the mind control from the mudhut. They better use it on a dummy bat and stop wasting that effort. It's giving them more karmas. Base of the deck. What did I say? If they ate you, you nine them. Return to sender. Boomerang style. Your ancestral team ain't ramping blood. They're coming out pow pow. Yeah. How now, brown cow? Sent straight back to the owner. In the mudhut. Whatever they was trying to control, they are only controlling themselves. Into what? Obsessive compulsive disorder, blood. And it's giving them what? Boom diddy boom in their heart chakra, as they wanted you to be cursed for all eternity, to get what? Lack, bitterness. They wanted to leave you at the starting mark when they didn't realize that you was going to veer off into the left, right, into the undergrowth, darling dear. Return to sender. Yes, this and that. Dummy bat for sure. And they're broke pocketers. Whatever seeds they sow, darling dear, they haven't come to roost. Whomsoever they are around, they're the feeble-minded right amongst the simpletons. All with a big first-class ticket to hell on the spiritual short bus. Yes, baby. friends. You need to what? Reevaluate the friendships that you have around you at this moment in time, darling dears. You remember, I told you, we are what? Happiness experts. We seek it on a daily basis, realizing it's an inside job. Evaluate the friends. And they're watching your pocket, mate. Pocketbook watchers, mate. Your Skrillers.com. I told you, you've got accountants you didn't even hire. Oh, travel plans, darling. Yeah. Either you are putting together a quick jaunt somewhere else, a short journey, or someone's trying to travel towards you. And it also speaks about what? Your Skriller comes on a journey to get to you, so you possibly have a lot of foreign clients or clientele, darling dears. It travels one way or the other. Was it like wire transfer, but not like Anna Delvey, darling dear? No, this is real people sending real money to you, darling dears. They're wondering, they want to know. This is also wanting to listen. Big Cat, I told you, we do not re-friend, re-family member. Why? Because you must have learned by now from all that I've been saying. Because I told you I'm a pointer. Only go where you're loved, Big Cat, and you'll feel it from the inside out. You'll know. Trying to scupper you from the mudhut, right? Where they've got the bad credit, the bad vibe, the bad intentions, the bad luck, and the what's called Douglas Panani off a tomb. If it was a love situation, which is not working for you, there was no prosperity in that. You had to rewrite. And this is also putting Shiznai on their post-it note. No longer dedicated to whatever practice they try to put into your cranium. This is about rearranging to what you choose to do on this Malkuth, using your what? North node, darling dears. Let's get a deck. I had a deck over here, and now it's hiding from me. So Divine doesn't want me to use that deck. Imagine that. Okay. I don't like when the cards pull such bold moves on me. Makes me run back for the what? Gold deck, darling dears. This also speaks about the Skrillers, darling dear. A new beginning in your health, a job, right? An archway also speaks about what? Going forwards towards what? Offers and possibilities, right? It also speaks about what? Overcoming something. Through what? Evolution and growth. This hand is from God, darling dear. Know this. You also have major offers coming towards you. It could be sponsorship deals. It could be something to do with higher knowledge, because Pentacalis is also about deep studying, mate. Yeah, whether in an institute or off your own accord, darling dear. It's all to do with the Pluto energy, the transformation of you. So why are they trying to manipulate the Big Cat from the mudhut at this stage of the game? Why? Because they're not having a lovely time. Didn't I say Brad Pocketers? Buddy, have you got a dime? This is the codependent amongst the codependent. Full of drama and dramatic, darling dear. Oh, so now they remember how even-tempered you were as you was being beat about your cranium with what? Gaslighting, verbal mental abuse, trickery, ashore was coming from them. They're being bashed about here, and there's also loss of a money. Somebody what? Left singlehood or left you solo dolo. Right, left you on your own, right? With your common sense, your flip-flop, your spiritual guides, your ancestors, way showers, and I can't even believe what I'm hearing. They left you with all of the issues, Nai, right? Which was a burden. They thought you'd be burdened by yourself when you learned in that solitude to water your own garden and focus on you as they focus on you from the mudhut, attempting mind control. Listen. This is not a place where you will have a strong hairline. Trust and believe. This is debt, spiritual debt, as well as the debt on the Malkuth. This is also being around the beggars, shoeshine men and women. Those that are bottom feeding. Those that can't have an idea. It's like what? Looking for wallow in their domicile. Finding wallow around there. Trying to find the skrillers. Possibly not feeling on the same level as you. Somebody tried to level up on you by adopting another crowd. Good God. They adopted demons. Jezebel spirit. Ikubai, succubi. Brock pocket side. Yeah. Brock pocket side. Yeah. I've got to get all the rhyming slang with that. The 9 of Peas on its face, darling dear. This is somebody finding out they've been used. They're realizing that their partner is somewhat of a what? A hell, a harlot, or a prostitute, darling dear. Prostituted themselves to what? Get them in their snare. Now they're not loving where they are. It's feeling like not having a pot to piss in or a window to put it out of. So why not blame the big cat who's got nothing to do? Listen, you're saying, allow me blood. You're saying, what? I didn't do anything. I was minding my own business. CEO of minding your own business. Yes. Most unfortunate set of circumstances, right? They should have been more discreet with their skullduggeration. They also have a lifestyle that they can't afford. Either they're drugging it up, going out, because Pentacalis is also doing it for the gram. They're doing it for the gram, darling dears. That's what I'm saying. How can you be out there trying to impress all and sundry, right? When all and sundry don't give two good goddams for it. I'm telling you, they don't. But it's the feeble-minded amongst the feeble-minded. This also speaks about a mental break. They want a mental break from the situation, a situation that has no discipline. They feel, them and are feeling extremely, extremely lonely in a situation where they feel as though they bought love. Well, I didn't know you could buy love. Wow. They bought love in this. Them and I told you they're not happy, mate. This is fist crying season, darling. They're crying into said fist. The sun card, the happiest card in tarot, on its face. This is the intel that they're coming with. What's underneath that? Through the choices they made, they was betrayed. This looks like what? Somebody was pimp hustling in them streets, darling. There, a full-on mattress back, or a dick dealer. Oh. This is why they're hating your guts from the mudhut, trying to control your mind, like, come back so that I can replenish my energies and do you worse than before. Yeah. Sun card, Leo energy. Pisces energy. Libra energy. Taurus energy. Yeah. They've been betrayed in a situation. This also speaks about some kind of, I told you, medical slip. This person may have been what? Sectioned? Or someone around them is being sectioned by the what? Manipulation, darling dear. Choice they made. They had many cups, but they chose the one with the what? Biggest cover. Mass marauder. A manipulator was out manipulated. Oh! This is also what? Living in the blessing blocking, ruminating thoughts, darling dear. It's on what? One more round, Julie, rinse and repeat in their cranium. Yes. Sun card on its face. I already said it's the Leo energy. They're inner childish Chucky. They feel they're lacking in ambition at this moment in time. Whatever the plans they made with these people or person, it's been cancelled, mate. This is somebody wanting the knowledge or even the Pentacalis to leave a situation that they chose to be in. But not having it, darling dear, on any level, either in Keith or on Malkuth, or the strength to leave the situation. Shame knows their address, darling dear. They feel ashamed. And suddenly my nose started getting snotty. I told you they're crying into their fist. Please excuse me, big cap. Better out than in. That's what they're saying to themselves as they're patting their own skulldugger's shoulders. Better out than in. Yeah. Can we get any more Brock pocketers? Yes, baby. All of this and that's going on. Trapped in a situation, right? As you've turned your back, they see that whatever you've been focusing on, darling dears, it's coming towards you. This is diligent efforts. We're seeing root chakra here as well as what? Solar plexus, your willpower and your self-esteem, your forward thinking. You don't like it. What? Wow, they're gonna have to learn to love it, mate. Because you know, they already know that they can't get at your emotionals. So they're gonna try and control you in some other way. This is about what? Bringing up past arguments to try and get you involved and what? Get a sharing in their karma, right? What's this? Yes, I told you. They're going to try and bring up the past, try and keep you stuck, darling dear. This also speaks about if you have progeny with this person, this is the emotional manipulation of progeny, not showing them any love. They're doing all of this on purpose. This is a high commander, Decepticon, malignant narcissist for sure, darling dears. Yes. Codependent, Brock pocketers, 2 10s, right? What happened was meant to happen, darling dear. It was meant to happen. Can't F over the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, once they realize who they are, this is about business acumen. Run a whole house. You're like what? A shield maiden. Whether you're male or female, the baddest person on the field will F up a whole army, darling there, and do it with class, right? And marksmanship, and then go home, right? Cook dinner, milk the goats, right? And still be a wise partner for their mate. This is somebody who's in a long-term situation. This also speaks about the choosing of someone over you. If it was a long-term situation, they chose betrayal, darling dear. Whomsoever they got with, they gave it good, mate. They gave good what? Good info, right? It was all good on paper, but that paper was what? Fucking his blood. It was see-through pamphlet. Somebody who said that they said or purported to have what? A stable foundation. This female or male was already broken. Brock just didn't have no money. So this was what? A mark. A mark realized they've been marked in a situation where there was always juggling. And now they're struggling to try and get away. Oh. But the choice they made, darling, it's their choice. And they're getting exactly what they truly deserve. Star card is a miracle, mate. They gave what they deserve, right? Watching you as you control your emotions, darling dear. You're also gonna. Oh, now I get to see it. You also have 2 kings coming towards you, darling dear. Both offering equal give and take, but they both come with different agendas. The King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We also have the King of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It also speaks about the mastery of something. I said already, you've mastered your emotions in certain situations. You're looking towards the future. Always look to see where their faces are. But this is also current energy. You already have somebody watching you, darling. They're online. I don't know if it's chloroform and duct tape. Use your third eye, darling dears. This also speaks about online dating. If you're online dating at this moment in time, be very careful. Because some will just tell you what you want to hear just to get you in the bed, darling dear. It's a narc's playground, these online dating apps. Be very careful. Because you have many things to lose. Blessed and highly favored. You was gifted with the light as what? A star seed. Feeling extremely unhappy. And a situation that they chose. They made that shit up, darling dear. This is someone, if you have progeny with them, they pay no attention to that progeny. Shame, shame, shame. In some cases, it's the best thing. Listen, can you get any more good fortune on your star card? And again, it's the Wheel of Fortune on the rune as well as on the deck. 2 10s. Breakthrough season, darling dear. We already saw it. A win-win outcome for you. Somebody's trying to win your affections at this moment in time, and we already saw the springtime, and I've been telling you, the springtime, darling dear. And we're in it. Even though it's 9 degrees here in the UK. Yeah. They can't get over the fact that you found the strength, self-respect to move on and create a new foundation. A situation that you was being emotionally manipulated in. This person always brought you down, darling dear. Leader of the pool-bearing team. Told you. Disrespected your boundaries. This is also the ending of a marriage. This is a leaving of a job. Whatever the situation is for you, darling dear, you're about to travel to a new level. Know this. The Hierophant is my God card in the reverse. Spiritual attachments, darling dear. Page of Pentacles is what they truly deserve. Karma, darling dears, is afoot. And they feel weak for it, mate. I told you they're crying into their fist. Lordy, lordy, the tea. The tea. Let's give you another lineup and see what else is going on. Why are they trying to mind control you? Don't take nothing from them. You don't eat and drink around marauders. Especially if they've cooked it or delivering it with their own hands. Do you want to die in your house? And when you're brown bread from eating around and drinking around these people, your spirit will say, mea culpa. That's Latin for my bad. Yeah. Yeah, because you're brown bread blood. But anyway, I digress again. Let me get another deck. We already know what the intel is. Not good on their accounts. How do you feel about this intel I've just delivered? Isolated. Third eye on bitches and bitches. Not through, going through it again. Blood. This is seeking your spiritual strength. Again, we have the Hermit. You've 9 them, darling dear. How much more can I say that you've shone a light? Put your third eye on bitches and mitches. This is about going within, right? You will need to be alone with your higher power. You ain't having it, blood. Listen, you're obstreperous. On Malkuth and in the Kiefer. You're not having it, right? And you know they're watching you, right? It's immature energy, right? And you know they're an effing flyer. I nearly said flyer. Freudian slip, darling. They again travel. Somebody's going to travel, and somebody's also getting flyers out there. Is it for your business? Keep it silent. Don't tell the wicked. They'll hate you for your progress. As I was saying, this is again your intuition, darling dear. Listen, you are flagged on both sides by the High Priestess and the Moon. Water energy, darling dear. Plus you're sitting between the 2 pillars of wisdom, Boaz and Jashin, right? As found in the Book of Kings, right? Outside King Solomon's temple, yeah? Where he had all his things, all of his special things. Understand this, darling dear. Understand the energy that's being sent towards you. You already isolated them in order to grow and evolve. You had to. Base of the deck. Any more blessings? Yes. Some of you are high priest or priestess, and it's about time you step into the what? Spotlight, darling dear. For all of what? The healing that you've given to those that had no control of their inner child, their inner wounds. You help them shine what? Light onto their darkness for them to realize who exactly they are. This is why you're being rewarded. You will always be rewarded, darling dears. But you have to remember to ask for exactly what you want. The universe will grant what you want, but you have to ask for it. If you don't feel deserving, you're not going to get exactly what's going to make you feel even more undeserving. More conceived, because I told you I ain't getting smoked around here. Not me. Major arcana. 4 major arcana, darling dears. Divine doesn't want you to lean on your own understanding as they try to manipulate you from the mud hut. Divine wants you to go within, understand why you isolated, and how much confusion, arguments, fighting. You was fighting with the immature that did not know themselves. Thought a lot about themselves. Yes, they did. And now they're missing blood. We already saw the void of course moon. It meant missing blood. Clarify this hermit card, because this is a lovely throuple here. Yes. Told you. Whomsoever you isolated yourself from, no longer taking that cup of opium and cognitive dissonance from, darling dear. Could have been a third-party situation. Could be a relationship. It could have been a job. It could have been drugs. Or they thought they was, 3 times better than you. I don't know. Only you know what went on in that circumstance. They see you as a missed opportunity, darling dear. Yes, and they're missing your naked body, Gemini energy. This is a love situation. This is a love reading. Somebody wants to manifest you back. So what? Suck out your power grid. Alright? What the cards just said. Leave them in their karma, yeah? Leave them with the judgment. You've already left, darling dear. It was a toxic and temporary situation sent to enlighten you to the divinity within. And it's an X. The judgment speaks about an X, darling dear. I told you, we don't re-friend, re-love, right? Or re-family, re-co-worker, anyone that crossed you, darling dears. Anyone that tried to keep you as a thumber, in other words. The cards ain't ramping today, loud them where they are. Remember how you was barking at passing cars, right? Looking like the crypt keeper when you had to pick up your progeny from school. Do you remember that? I know you can laugh now, but make sure you remember that shit. I told you, memory of an elephant. Remember how wicked it was? Where you had to walk alone. You thought you was alone, but Father God Most High was carrying you, darling dear. Don't you remember the footsteps poem? Thy rod and thy staff protected you, the same, right, faith you held on to better days ahead as you put one foot in front of the other. You remember the emotional turmoil of these ex-people that would love to come back. This is why they're trying to mind control you. This is why you're getting the thoughts that, maybe I made a mistake. Listen, who are you judging it by? What's been put in your face of late to make you think that you're less than? If it's someone that's in a relationship with an abuser and they're still going strong, are you comparing yourself to that? Are you comparing yourself to family members, right, who always wanted to blow the trumpet on anything you had to say? Like it was fodder on the winds. The emotionally codependent, right, that didn't know themselves, well, they're going to know it now when karma arrives. What? With the thigh-high red leather boots, blood, the wiki dub plate remix. They're getting it, mate. Agent of karma you be. This also speaks about in the upright, the unrequited love. From a beta. What's a beta? The B is for a back front neck tubber. They get no S. The A is for an abuser. They abused you. They had to. Why? It was your soul contract. You had to wake up. And some of you was being caught up for too long. We don't know the day, the minute, or the hour. Well, you can find it out on your birth natal chart, but I don't advise you to look, darling dear. And I don't advise you to look for that information either. You have a purpose. Stick to your divine plan according to your birth natal chart, darling dears. That's all you need to know. The I is for the imposter that they were. Mask wearer, mate, right? And a marauder for sure. Coming to commit or did commit heinous crimes in your life. And some of it's to do with sexual acts. Yeah. The E is for the exploiter. They exploited your energies, took it and gave it to others, took your intimate secrets that you told them in weak moments when you thought it was a stable foundation, but it was a temporary situation until you realized that you're not a tree. You didn't have to stay in it. The R is for the fact that they was reckless with a big cat. And now they want to mind control you back into the fucking knees. You better stay at the 9 in banishment for air. Easter Island and Stevie Wonder with love and light. 2 of these and 1 of those. Yeah, you better stay in the Coventry you created for yourself, darling dear. Because this don't look good. This is somebody that would seek revenge because you had the fortitude and the spiritual strength to extract yourself. Your ancestral team was sent in like what? The Mission Impossible, blood. Because if you look back how you got out of that situation and was able to stay strong, this is what you need to see, the efforts that you made to rebuild yourself into a bionic big cat from the inside out. Not everybody can sit still and listen to the Most High, their inner self, look themselves in the eye, in the mirror, and realize the common denominator of any fucking ease in your life is you. I don't care what they did, darling dears. If you're still there and it's still happening, or you're considering going back, remember, you are the common denominator and you are blowing that trumpet on yourself, and you will share in said karmas in the mud hut, right? 911 Freddy Krueger mud hut, 2 streets over from the loser lane, in the district of the damned, Brock Pocketers. When you see Pentacles on its face, it's mental health break, darling dear. You wants to go on a mental health break, do you? Do you? You'll be alone because I can't come with you. Too busy speaking to the other big cats. Right? What else? What do they see when they spy? They see you what? Celebrating, partying, being happy, celebrating your feminine side, whether you are male or female. They see you partying. They see you happy, blood. Listen, I told you, you're a happiness expert. Right? Continue to put the past behind you. This is why the brick wall is behind you. The sunflower shows your endurance, your fortitude, right? The fact you went from survivor to thriver, darling dear. Leo energy, another big cat, don't you know? Pinky's up, right? And they see that you're done, Leo, done. Clean slate. World Wide Web still spying, eh? Yes, they be spying. Salvation, darling dear, as divine gives you what you truly deserve. This is why diligence is important. This is why routine is important. All of the what? Some of the factors of the 11th house. And it also speaks about stepchildren. Something about stepchildren. Some of you ended a situation because of the stepchildren, darling dear. It was possibly Steptoe and his son, bottom feeder, I don't know, a thief and a murderer. I don't know why you ended that situation, right? But I'm telling you, you did the right thing. The big Pentacali again. You see it on 2 different decks, darling dears. New beginning, clean slate, world card, represented by Earth and Saturn energy. This is the gift-giving season. It goes to 7 of Pentacles. This is about harvesting the fruits of your labors because you deserve it. The DNS, I had to look over my shoulder again, is not for the faint-hearted. From survivor to thriver, darling dears. A gift from the Most High. It's a starseed light worker who knows who they are. This is the rebuilding of a new world. And again, it's telling you to what? Put your efforts online. I've told you this many times. Between now and 2026, there's $2.3 trillion. Skrilla.com on the tableau. We saw the travel. Let your words, your creativities, let it be known to the world, darling dear. You have what? Spiritual weight behind your words. You don't know who your message is going to touch once you put your efforts on the World Wide Web. It could be anything. You could be the baddest baker. You getting patty cake up in this bitch. You could be doing your eyelashes. You could be planting tomatoes in your garden. I don't care. You're a light worker, star seed. And your words have spiritual weight. And your diligence in the DNS. I had to look over my shoulder again. Has gifted you with a clean slate, a new beginning. And in the words of Abraham Lincoln, we go forwards, never backwards. A big cat never ever moves on. Why? You move on with baggage, darling dear. Unhealed trauma. Talking about unhealed, look, I should show you this. If I can find it quickly. Talking about the unhealed trauma, because I threw the thing away, you know, because I didn't want it to cut me. You remember I was wearing my Moldavite crystal? I can't find it. It's gone forever. Anyhow, you know that I was using my Moldavite crystal to sort my cranium out, right? When I looked at it yesterday, I still had on the bracelet for it, but the bottle itself had been smashed blood. Do you remember the last time I told you it tried to hide from me and it hid in my lace front and I found it again because I hadn't healed something? But something was revealed to me on the 26th, 27th of March. It gave me what? A bigger buffing up of my third eye. And then I sat with that information. I wanted to what? I wanted to go out and make it be a searchlight, get on my soapbox. But the planetary energy said fall back and shut up, which I did because it was for my understanding of certain people and situations. And the fact that they would lie to me about situations in order to what? Gain my power grid, my intel. This is why you must always have your intuition, your third eye buffed up. Realize the miracle that you are. Realize what you did. You're the baddest cat in your field, darling dear. The choices that you made. This is all major arcana. Is giving you eternal happiness, darling dear. And divine is giving you the world card. What's left on the table? Let's see. Someone who sees you as a missed opportunity, right? Somebody who didn't choose wisely, saw you as an option, right? Someone who is still spying, right? Somebody who you gave to, darling dear. But look at this person's face. This is a shoe shine man or woman. You gave to many people, darling dear, that didn't appreciate the light you brought into their life. Don't let any dummy bat draw you back with mind control. From the mudhut, no less. Good golly and gosh. How much major arcana was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The energy of Cancer, chariot energy, speaking about success and moving forward. Some of you just bought a new chariot of righteousness. Beep, beep. You deserve it. The universe will always gift the diligent, but you have to remember to ask for what you truly want. And whomsoever is trying to hex you with their presence again, with mind control from the mudhut, darling dear, you nine them. Some experiences do not need to be repeated, and you may not recover this time. Know this, the hermit always speaks about time. Some of you spent a lot of time in a situation. Don't go back. You don't allow them back. And don't allow them to mind control you with the fucking ease. Especially if they send it on the balls of, with a merchant of slander on the balls of their feet. Because remember Jeremiah 9:40, darling dears. Be wary of friends. And don't trust siblings. Especially when they've been wicked to you before, darling dears. And you've caught them in a lie or wickedness or jealousy and envy, darling dears. Why? A sibling will cheat on you, right? They will lie, right? They would what? Recreate history, darling dears, in order to make you look like the bad guy. And an ex-frenemy will be a trafficker of slander. You have a new beginning, darling dears. Realize what you've been gifted from the Most High. I've knocked off everything around me. There's a big mess behind me. I want one of those little robot hoovers. I'm gonna give myself again fist bump. But I'm not gonna tell you when, because I told you we shut up. Alright, more cassette. Let's get some more cards. So all of this mind control, right? All because they bucked up on a situation or a like-minded person or people that treated it the same. Like a what? Limitless bank, and now the pot is empty. The well has run dry. People are having psychological breaks. This breeds of bipolar, right? What's this? What did I say? For the next 6 to 10 years, karma will know their address for what they did and what they try to come back and take again. Right? Look! In the reverse, it came out. This came in my hand in reverse. It's a father, a sister, a cousin, a brother, a husband, uncle, in-law, mother, aunt, niece, nephew, and wife. A family member, darling dears. A family member that's trying to draw you back in, right? Wearing a mask. They are not your friend, darling dear. They want what you've got. When what you've got is unique to you. Light worker star seed. Never you forget that. The same light that they try to what? Out in other people's presence. Bottom feeders. You better what? Wipe your eyes on your pentacales, darling dear. On your skrillers.com. And continue to what? Put your back into getting out of that situation and never coming back. This is your season of travel. World travel, we already saw the world card. Right? Their inner child is Chucky. I told you. It's about the inner child wound. How can I put it? Your wins, right, really upsets them to the point that they feel offended that you've got the big pentacale. And it seems like it's never ending. And again, it seems like what? Wish fulfillment. This is also Cupid's arrows. You know how I feel about Cupid. I haven't got the time to give it the elbow today, right? And they know that you're going towards emotional fulfillment. But this is what they will do if you allow them back in. Betray you again, darling dear. It's their go-to move. Because they want you to be stuck. Agent of karma you be, darling dears, because you speak the truth. There's no higher court than the truth, darling dear. A season of resolution. Painful ending for them when they realize you ain't coming back, blood. You don't fancy a mudhut. You're too busy being what? Building an empire. Right? What did I say? You're getting a leg up from the Most High. The leg up could also be the inner child healing. Because you have to remember, when you find yourself, right, in these dysfunctional paradigms, it's because of the first wound you had as a child. This is why I've told you many times, Big Cat, when you do the inner work, it's not just about changing your mind and how you see things. Go and get a what? Colonic irrigation. Because it collects in your colon from the first traumatic wound you had. Clean that shit out, literally and figuratively. This is no joke, darling dears. Because you have to remember, the food we have today is not the same that they had in 1920. In 1920, you could have one orange, right? You have to have 8 oranges now to get the same energy values and vitamins from the same orange. Oh yeah, going back to the crystals, darling dears. The Native Americans, as do I believe, right, crystals to be what? Stone people. And when you are going through some kind of crisis in your life, you manifest them, right? You manifest it into your life. Whether you buy it on Amazon, someone gives it to you, you find it, you manifested that crystal, right? But when you no longer need, when you've healed a particular wound or whatever service you wanted that crystal to perform, it disappears. Sometimes it will hide from you. Someone else will find it for you. It will come back if you haven't totally healed. But other times, like with me, it smashed the bottle, darling. I couldn't find it even if I wanted to. This is what I'm saying. When you come here, you don't just get the truth, Ruth. We're doing quantum physics today because this is what it is. At a subatomical level, darling dear. That is what quantum physics is. When something winks in and winks out of reality, it's gone to a different dimension, gone on to someone else that needs it more than you. Right? I told you, we are knowledgeable around here. You get quantum physics. This is all about the what? How you manifest certain things. Everything is in existence, darling dear. But you have to be on the vibration to receive it. We saw the hermit as well as the high priestess. You have to be on that spiritual level of ascension to receive the abundance that you truly deserve. But you have to isolate and realize those that you left behind was sent to wake you up, not to go with you. Not everybody can go where you're going. No. Right? Divination. Whatever divination they're doing on you, darling dear, it's not working. Whomsoever they went to, darling dear, they're also going to get it for the next 7 to 10 years. You can't spy on a divine's child, especially when you're spying for wickedness. They weren't spying for your greatest good. They were spying to see how they could scupper you, or if you'd been scuppered and are on the rocks of life. Outrageous. Fight. Some of you are going to be having a legal fight, or you've been in a legal fight for the past 6 to 10 years, right? Communication's coming through, darling dear. Communication. Communication around a legal situation. It's a situation that you was in for possibly 6 to 10 years that was meant to be ended, darling dear. This is somebody, a family member that was put in your way to try and stop you from getting this leg up, from not healing that inner child. This also speaks about a legal situation you're going to have to bring against a family member, defamation of character. And we saw all of the pentacles, right? Misappropriation of funds. Yeah, baby. They wanted to what? Be a drive-by in your life, darling dear. I told you they want to come and shoot down all of your shiznai. You be the drive-by, darling dears. Your third eye is buffed up to a bitchin' shine, and you cannot and will not be controlled from a mudhut, especially when you know who you are. This is why we're all here, to know thyself. Your birth natal chart. I will sing it until you're fed up of hearing it. If you're fed up, click off, because you're going to hear it about it in the next video, until you get it. Get your birth natal chart, then you will show them who the gangster, the real gangster. You're a big cat, and you have purpose. Exactly who? What? You need to get your Mariah Carey on, blood. Make sure, right? You've got decisions to make, and divine wants you to be focused on the details. Put your third eye on bitches and mitches, as well as details in your life that you're about to change. A legal situation is about to go in your favor, and we see true love's first kiss. Possibly why they're trying to mind control you, make you miss what you never had, except wickedness. You can't miss. They're going to try with communication through let's talk. It will be the whisperings of Hannibal Lecter. If it's a letter, don't open that bitch. It came straight from the crevice of the devil's balls, right? And it's because they're having a turn in their abundance. I told you, whatever situation they went to, they bucked up on their Icubi or Jezebel spirit, just like them. Told them anything they wanted to hear, right? And all of their loyalty could be fit on a post-it note, darling dear. And I would cut this in half. Their bank account looks like a drive-by. Where's that card gone? Good God. Hold on a minute, I've got to almost get on my belly to get this one. You guys are lucky cats, you know. Because they're in the DNS, darling dear. Had to look over my shoulder. All because of where they are. And they asked for it, and now they're getting it without the Vaseline, and they're going to try and control you and come back, right? Don't let them back. Leave them where they are. We all have free will and free choice. They chose to do all of those things to you, and they will do it again because it's a revenge they want. Skullduggerous nails, good God! Right? And they want to be a drive-by on this leg up from the Most High. Don't allow it, big cat. Don't allow it. Be obstreperous. They want rigor mortis to set in your life. I told you I'm not letting go of the Latin, mate. Right? You better what? Become loud. Continue with honor. With honor, because you did the damn thing. You continue to do the damn thing. You will always do the damn thing when you put Father God first. And you continue to what? Have the memory of an elephant and lead with forgiveness. I tell you this all the time. You cannot call judgment until you forgive. And then your vibration will be raised. And what and whom you truly deserve will gravitate to you. You won't have to seek anything. Everything will be gifted to you. Forgive them, darling dear. That's all you must do. If you feel like you're thinking about them at odd times, you tell your cranium, this is your conscious mind. Oh, I forgave that shit. Forgive them. Don't ruminate the thoughts. Don't pick it over. None of that shit. You cut them off on every level. Because when you think about them, darling, thinking about them alone is giving them energy. We give them nothing. Nothing on any level. Never you forget that, big cat. You are no longer a survivor. You are a thriver. And you are building empires with the same intellect they said you never had. You who came with the light. How dare they? Their bank account is in the deficit. And they're missing void of course moon. On that note, I drops me mic. Let me remove my spectacles because I can't see it for you anymore. I've got things to be getting on with, darling dear. As I said, winning. And I've decided to go and win somewhere else, as must you, darling dear. This is how you must deal with the information. Laugh, drink our mochas, tap into our higher minds, and continue pushing. Because I told you many times, my dear big cat, a burglar is never going to break into an empty house. And you are full of it, mate. Full of it. Infinite possibilities. Untapped. Or could I say unexplored? I used the wrong terminology. Don't let them tap into what you've got going on. And don't you ever doubt your greatness. You the baddest cat in this field, whatever field you choose. Use your creativities and get your shiznai online. I insist. On that note, don't get smoked. Don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Rock with me, big cat. Yes, that's the gun you have for them. The psychological gun. They can't manifest you back, big cat. Don't let them control you from the bottom of the pit. You ain't going back, blood. Not even for the shoe that you left behind.